Good afternoon. When I was a little girl, my mother told me a story. I had an ancestor that lived in Salem in 1682, and she had just lost her 4 children to typhoid fever, and she was very stressed afterwards, and she began talking to cows, and she screamed at everyone she met, and the townsfolk thought that she was possessed by a demon. So they took her to the town square and they set her on fire. Now, nowadays, we don't have to deal with any of that because we know what to do with people of diseased minds. My name is Sister Jude, and I am the administrator of Briarcliff Manor Sanitarium. Now, Briarcliff is located in Massachusetts. It was built in 1908. It is the biggest tuberculosis ward in the East Coast. 46,000 people died then. The Catholic Church bought it in 1962, and we've cleaned it up good since. Now, you might be wondering what sort of people are in our institution. Just any kind of person you would expect. Nut jobs, perverts, deformed creations of God, chronic masturbators, nosy homosexuals, serial murderers, and the worst of them all, sluts. Now, this place is run by none other than our Monsignor Timothy Howard, the great Monsignor Timothy Howard. And it was in his words that the tonic for a diseased mind lies in the 3 P's: productivity, prayer, and purification. I believe that mental illness is just a fashionable explanation for sin. Now, this is the common room of our asylum. And this was, of course, also based on the philosophy of our Monsignor. Here in the common room, they may engage in recreation, and where they may get a former glimpse of themselves, but just a glimpse. We don't want them to, get wild. This is why I keep them medicated. In the common room, they may play games, they may listen to music, of course, which I control. And this, of course, is our famous bakery. Our bread, our famous molasses bread, we export it to our local bakeries. This is, of course, also based on the philosophy of the Monsignor. They're being productive, and they are escaping from their diseased minds and bodies. But of course, not all is sweet in our little asylum. For those of the more rotten kind, we have solitary confinement, where they may reflect on themselves in silence and immobility. For those needing medical attention, for those of diseased bodies and diseased minds, victims of their own mortal sins, we provide services. Our own Dr. Atma, though I do not fully agree with him, for he's not a man of God, has his own brand of medications for those who are ailing. And of course, we have movie night. Now, you may contact our asylum. You may find us in the book, the phone book, since this is 1962 in my presentation. You can find it on Asylum, Briarcliff Manor. So, ladies and gentlemen, if someone you know is talking to walls, are victims of their own mortal sins, or are in love with 2-dimensional characters, I would be glad to say, welcome to Briarcliff, and may God have mercy on your soul. Thank you.